Namaste. This video is about Vamshavali of Chandra Vamsha, the family tree of lunar dynasty. This is the family tree of Bharata dynasty, Kuru clan, Pandavas and Kauravas also. Brahmadev's son Daksha had several daughters and he married them off to sage Kashyap. Sage Kashyap and one of the daughters of Daksha, Aditi, had many children and one of them was Vivaswan or Suryadev, the sun god. Suryadev married Sharanya and their son was Manu. Manu married Sraddha and they had two sons, Ikshvaku and Ila. Ikshvaku built Suryavamsha and Ila built Chandravamsha. Ila transformed to a woman and she married to Buddha, son of Chandra, and their son was Pururava. Pururava married Apsara Urvashi and they had a son Ayu. Ayu married Indumati and they had a son Nahusha. Nahusha married Viraja or Ashoka Sundari and they had a son Yayati. Yayati had two wives, Devayani and Sarmishta. Sarmishta's son was Puru. Puru married Kausalya and their son was Janameja I. Janameja I married Ananda and their son was Prachvinan. Prachvinan married Asmaki and their son was Sanyati. Sanyati married Varangi and their son was Ahamyati. Ahamyati married Bhanumati and their son was Sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma married Sunanda and their son was Jetsen. Jetsen married Susrava and their son was Arbachin. Arbachin married Maryada and their son was Arihan. Arihan married Anki and their son was Mahabhauma. Mahabhauma married Suyajna and their son was Ayutnyan. Ayutnyan married Kama and their son was Akrodhana. Akrodhana married Karamba and their son was Devatithi. Devatithi married Maryada II and their son was Arihan II. Arihan II married Sudeva and their son was Riksha. Riksha married Jwala and their son was Motinara. Motinara married Manaswini and their son was Tansu. Tansu married Kalindi and their son was Ilina. Ilina married Ratandhari and their son was Dushyanta. Dushyanta married Shakuntala and their son was Bharata. Bharata was a great emperor, so this dynasty later known as Bharata dynasty. Bharata married Sunanda and their son was Bhumanyu. Bhumanyu married Vijaya and their son was Suhotra. Suhotra married Suvarna and their son was Hasti. Hasti built Hastinapur. Hasti married Yashodha and their son was Vikuntana. Vikuntana married Sudeva and their son was Ajmith. Ajmith married Kaikeyi and their son was Samvarana. Samvarana married Suryadev's daughter Tapti and their son was Kuru. After Kuru, the Bharata dynasty is known as Kuru dynasty. Kuru married Subhangi and their son was Vidurath. Vidurath married Sampriya and their son was Anaswan. Anaswan married Amrita and their son was Parikshit I. Parikshit I married Suyasha and their son was Bhimsen I. Bhimsen I married Kumari and their son was Pradisrabha. Pradisrabha's grandson was Pradeepa. Pradeepa married Sunanda and their son was Shantanu. Shantanu married Ganga and Satyavati. Ganga's son was Bhishma and Satyavati had two sons, Vichitravirya and Chitrangada. Vichitravirya married Ambika and Ambalika. Vichitravirya died without children. So Vyasa, another son of Satyavati, gave a son Dhritarashtra in Ambika and Pandu in Ambalika, and another son Vidura in a maid. Dhritarashtra married Gandhari and they had 100 sons including Duryodhana and Dushasana and a daughter Dushala. Dhritarashtra had another son Yuyulsu in a maid Sugada. Pandu married Kundi and Madri. Kundi had 3 sons Yudhishthira, Bhima and Arjuna and their celestial fathers Yama, Vayu and Indra respectively. Kundi had another son Karna in Suryadev before her marriage. Madri had 2 sons Nakula and Sahadeva in their celestial fathers Ashwini Devas. These 5 sons are called Pancha Pandavas. All the 5 Pandavas married Draupadi and each had 1 son each in Draupadi. Yudhishthira had Pradivindhyan, Bhim had Sudasoman, Arjuna had Srudakarmava, Nakul had Satanik and Sahadev had Srudasen. These 5 sons were killed by Ashwathama in connection with the Kurukshetra war. Other than Draupadi, Yudhishthira had another wife Devika and they had a son Yudheya. Nakul married Karenumati and had a son Niramitra. Sahadev married Vijaya and had a son Suhotra. Bhimsen had 2 more wives other than Draupadi. Valandhara and had a son Sarvaga and Hidumbi and had a son Khadolkaja. And Khadolkaja's son Barbarika had an important role in Kurukshetra war. Arjuna had 3 more wives other than Draupadi, Subhadra, Ulupi and Chitrangada. Ulupi had a son Iravan and Chitrangada had a son Babruvahanan. Subhadra had a son Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu married Uttara and their son was Parikshit too. Parikshit married Madravati and their son was Janamejaya too. Janamejaya married Babutsama and their son was Satanik. Satanik married Vaidehi and their son was Ashwamedhatha. This is the family tree of Chandravamsha or lunar dynasty. No further information is available. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe our channel. Namaste.